Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, Team Steam. Hopefully, everyone has their, coffee or soda or energy drink as we're in for a long day in the NFL here this evening. Week 18, the finale. Here we go.
There'll be some drama, Mindy, and
Yep.
we'll see how it unfolds. Everything will be kind of on hold in some of the games, waiting on some of the results. But I mean, the two windows that are set up, we'll see I think the afternoon window obviously has more drama, and
Right.
it's going to come down to that last game no matter what. Certainly uh, for Green Bay, but
Yeah.
Detroit also could be out. Depends. We'll talk about playoff scenarios as we go along. Yesterday, a couple of games with the Chiefs rolling the Raiders and Jacksonville getting it done in an exciting game, not a well played
Right.
game at all, but Jacksonville gets it done, and you know. Uh, Buck and Aikman kind of said, "Boy, Jacksonville isn't the place you want to go to in the uh, playoff round." I'm like, "Well, I got a list of teams that probably wouldn't mind going to Jacksonville to
Right.
play their playoff game. They, not too sharp, but played with some intensity and desire and got it done with the victory there. So NFL was the big story that I'd say on Saturday. Of course, there was an NBA card,
Right.
that huge college card as well, and the hockey action. Uh, but we'll get into some of it. We'll mostly get into today with NFL, pro basketball, college basketball, and hockey. 30 games to preview. Welcome to everyone in the chat. Great job yesterday, Mindy. Go over to tonyspicks.com in just a moment. I'll show you what happened. But let's say hello to everyone filing in, let people get settled in. I don't know if we can get to our high numbers today, but want to thank everybody.
Hopefully.
Mindy, we're, the YouTube restream, if you will, or the full show, getting close to 500 views regularly now. I
Wow.
think if you throw in the Twitter views as well, we're well over 500 views per day. So great to see everyone. How about Kevin here? He's first in. Actually,
First
Mad Bull is looking for locks, looking for Bud, looking between the cushions.
time.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens today in the last game of the night. Again, we're waiting. Once we see what happens with the Rams and Seahawks, it could be all over for the Lions. And will they have any motivation to play well and finish out the season strong? Hello to Arnez here today as well. Jose here. Good to see you, Jose. Terrell is here at all as well. And Blake is here.
Good
So
morning. Nice. Good group of folks.
let's head on over to Tony'sPicks.com, Mindy, where we are on top of the handicap
What? Are you
leaderboard for
sure?
yesterday on our premium picks
It's getting
anyway.
kind of boring that we're always on top now.
I think the video picks were a mixed bag. There were some pretty good ones, certainly. There were some clunkers too,
Of
but
course.
we're on top there, 5-2 plus 286 units. Yeah, you mentioned it for the week, last 7 days, plus 927 units. Number 3 on the site for the last 30 days, and number 4 on the site since the new year turned over.
Right. Good job.
So also Tiffany, good day yesterday, 12-9 record for 215 units.
Unstoppable.
A lot of volume from people yesterday. So I think nobody really had a knockout record
Right.
yesterday, but definitely had winning handicappers on the site. Get ready for the Sunday action. Best bets for today. You see, you've got Pravi. Why not? He's got his NFL baller best bet. Ben's got an NFL best bet on the line. I've got best bets as well, including the FCS championship, which is today, by the way. Just a
All right.
slip of the tongue yesterday on that.
It happens. The days all kind of run together.
Yeah. Tony, NFL best bet. Collins got his NFL bomb pick. The GM also coming in with best bets for Sunday in the NFL and the NBA. Take a look at the pick ticker. Paul's got something coming up in just about 90 minutes in some soccer action. Mindy, you're going to be involved in the college basketball, probably NFL as well. What's going on today?
Yeah, so I haven't put my picks in yet here for NFL. Just want to go, sift through that card when I have a little bit more, time here this morning before kickoff. Make sure everything's in line with where I want to be. But I do have all of my plays in on the NBA and in college basketball and in the NHL. So I have a 3-pack there, I believe, in the NBA, and then a 3-pack in the NHL, and then I have a 5-pack ready for college basketball today on a little bit smaller card, actually. But yeah, I'll be in pretty heavy here in the NFL. Again, just don't have those in yet. I kind of like to see where we go here today.
Well, no doubt. I mean, some of the things are going to change, especially, with the motivation. They set up the windows pretty nice. They didn't always used to do that, but again, some things could change. I'm a little bit light in volume as well, but there you see Mindy's packages that are up there already. The 3-pack in NHL, the 5-pack in college basketball, and the NBA 3-pack you see there. So I also am ready to roll Mindy in pro football today. I've got a 3-pack early. Usually on a 7-game early card, I'll come in with pretty heavy on an NFL Sunday, but tough to give out premium picks in games without any motivation for some of the teams.
All right.
I mean, we talked about some of the games yesterday, the Houston, Indy, the Carolina, New Orleans games without any motivation for the team, teams that are, well, they're out of it. So, but I do have a 3-pack up there for $30. There's that FCS championship game. And I do have tomorrow's game up there for the best bet in the national championship game. So, all right. Yep. Don't forget the pick ticker. That's where you'll find all the games that are upcoming. And we're seeing more and more a la carte purchases of the picks.
Yeah.
You can always pick all the plays. There you see everything that's loaded on our site right now from all of our handicappers, all the premium plays. They're all packaged up in great price packages. But if you're in a hurry, you can always just grab the play that you need or the game you're interested in. But you can see just a lot of plays, especially NFL today. Talk about the motivations of those teams, moving in, Mindy. Obviously, yesterday, we already knew, but Chiefs now with the bye, top seed. How about your Chiefs, Mindy?
Yeah, played pretty well yesterday, especially kind of on the defensive side. They really didn't give Stidham a lot of time to do much with the ball, So I don't know. It was just kind of one of those things that I thought the Chiefs would actually, kind of let down, and they didn't. They just kind of kept, rolling through the game there, kind of, kept them off their feet. And I like the little, I don't know, hurricane play, whatever you want to call it, the 3-time spin around. So it's going to be fun to see what they come up with next.
Yeah, no, that was fun. That was cool. Probably should just let the touchdown stand. It was even a bad call. I think everybody saw it there. So, but fun when you're winning, and they got it done in the cover. Kind of, maybe overlooked by us. Stidham obviously isn't all that. They're going to have to look for a real situation with their quarterback spot. So, I don't think it's going to be, Jared Stidham come opening day for the Raiders.
Right.
Rex Ryan threw out, maybe that Tom Brady could end up in New Orleans, and other speculation yesterday included, which we already heard. Yeah, I didn't either. So, I don't know. I think he might be off base, but the other talk was, I think it already been talked about, but Sean Payton to Denver. But a lot of the analysts are saying, don't be so sure of that. Denver situation is still pretty crummy moving forward. But Payton wouldn't, he's not going to be the type to just come in once the, cover gets stocked a little bit. I mean, you do want to have a little bit of say in what happens, even though the draft situation for Denver is absolutely atrocious next season. So,
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer Sean Payton not go to Denver.
they've got to make a splash. You would
He's a
think,
good coach.
considering what
He's
happened,
scary.
and
He's like a scary good coach. So, yeah.
right,
He's good.
especially how they've struck out on so many coaches
All
of
right.
late. So, but a lot of people were quick to say, with the situation with the, way the personnel is going to be and everything, it might not be the best, but I don't know. So, okay. Hello to everybody here, kind of streaming in here. Mad Bull, the Roger Goodell, guaranteed money lock play of the day. Goodell will be in Buffalo today for that game. And, Buffalo's situation did change a little bit as far as their motivation. I know we were really hype on them, but again, I don't think they still have something to play for. It's not, out the window just because of the Chiefs, clinching that spot. Mindy, the Bills still can, they can't earn that bye, obviously, with Kansas City, but they still can get that neutral site game with Kansas City, possibly, and obviously could eliminate the rival Patriots, and you don't want to drop to the 3 seed. The Bills
Right.
could drop to the 3 seed.
Exactly.
So a little bit of motivation still for the Bills, and they have all that excitement in that they'll still. Hey, Ron G, good to see you here. Ron G, appreciate you. MT, my buddy, filing in as well. Here comes Butterscotch. And a Lake Show. Mindy, LeBron ended up being questionable. He ends up playing. I took a loss there. The Lakers, what can you say? They are doing the job. They are obviously on a path to make the playoffs. If this keeps up right now, they ended up beating the Kings for another victory
They did.
in overtime last night. So, and the Bulls, the Bulls against the Jazz, getting it done there.
Don't fade those Bulls. Oh, wait.
I gave out this over on the show there. So, Titans, they had their chances too. There's no doubt about it. Both teams had chances in that game. Blake says they need to retool badly. It's tough that they're going to go, if they really do go away from Tannehill. Be careful what you wish for, right? There's only so many guys. Call him a game manager or what, but hey, Curtis is here as well. So Bengals Ravens could be the coin toss.
Right.
We don't want it to come down to a coin toss, but I don't know. Maybe it'll come from Roger Goodell's COVID basement. Maybe they'll show him on screen and he'll flip the coin right there. I don't know. Hey, look who's joining us! It's official Lane
Live.
Lane Life Dave. Okay, great to have you. Hopefully you've been with us, Dave, and if not, welcome. We want to see your comments. We want to see your picks. So, Mad Bull, don't go against Peterson. He doesn't know how, and spelling and check how fart he will go, and that's what the Jaguars did. They're gonna fart at the game there, but winning with that defensive play. There's more than one. There's more than one Josh Allen getting it done, and Matt D said if it's going to be 20 million, you got to be thinking one man. So unless they can go off the board. So great comments. We probably want to get started here with 30 games to preview, and Mindy with work to do. So good day for Team Steam. It was a pretty good week for Team Steam's premium picks. No doubt about it, and we'll see how we end up the week. I mean, obviously it's the middle of our start of our week yesterday, but with the end of the football season and getting into Monday's championship game too. Don't forget, excitement tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we'll be here to preview it, Mindy, as well. So I hope you got your pick ready tomorrow. Hey, Mindy, I just want to also mention. He says, hey, Mindy, I just want to mention. I don't know if anybody remembers back on Thursday's show. when I gave out a pair of plays in the golf tournament.
That's right. How are we doing?
I gave out a 66-1 shot. He shot a good round yesterday. He's way back. But my 20-1 shot, Colin Morikawa, he'll just enter today's play with a 6-stroke lead. So not saying it's hopefully some people tailed me or, played Colin Morikawa with me, but probably don't need to worry about these other games today with Colin going to come in with a 20-1 shot. Anything can happen. It's golf, but on this course, figuring that so far this week he's shot, I think, 64, 65, and 66. Probably not going to miss this one. So hopefully, someone's with me on that one, and it looks pretty darn good. I mean, should I hedge anybody with some of these golfers 6 strokes back? Probably not. What am I going to do? Try to just make a little bit of profit and not cash my full 20-1 with a 6-stroke lead. So, hey, Danielle Cunningham is here. Nice to see Danielle in the chat as well. So he said,
Auburn smoked Arkansas. Smoked them. Way off on that one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. That's right, Mindy. I'll expect to see my steak in the mail next week. I finally won one off of you.
Right.
So I started off hot in my premiums, everything I was bringing in late, but then I gave it all back trying to get cute with some really crappy teams. I had a late pick on like Cal State Northridge when their opponent had their 19 point per game scorer ruled out just a few half hour before tip. So I piled on with a late steam play, and they ended up scoring like 35 points for the game.
Right. It happens.
So, yeah. Oh, and Mad Bull with Appy yesterday. So, yeah, we did have, those college. Yep, our college premiums, Mindy. Let me just tell you real quick, and then we'll get rolling. But Kansas State got it done for us in the premium realm yesterday. So yeah, did Fada. That was one of our losers. We had Madison. They were favored by 11. I think they lost by 11 or something like that. But no, premiums were just fine, I thought. In college basketball yesterday, we did a pretty decent job. But I think most of our damage came in some of the other sports as well. So, okay. Let's get rolling. With picks for today. We'll go right to the NFL, Mindy, and we'll discuss. I'll kind of touch on the playoff ramifications, maybe before we do the little preview of each game. So first off, we know what's going on here with the Seahawks. They're not comfortable in the 7th slot right now. They're going to need some help. They obviously have to win, and they would need the Packers to lose to the Lions in the night game.
Yeah, I mean, because, the Green Bay Packers have the winner of the tie scenario there if both teams lose or both teams win. Well, I guess if both teams lose, it would be the Lions. But if both teams win, we're looking at, Green Bay gets in because of the tie. But the Seahawks here, they're 1-2 in their last 3 games, been scoring only, 15 points a game here recently. The Rams put up 10 versus those Chargers and 12 versus the Packers. Oh, I'm going to take a look at the under here. Under 7-1, the Rams, the last 8 road games. Tough to play in Seattle. I'll go ahead and take the under.
All right, Mindy will be on the under. Yeah, I mean, right, Rams kind of hoping that Stafford can make a full healthy comeback, and Baker might want to try to find another destination in the end. I mean, he doesn't want to be a backup, but unfortunately, he is a backup in this league. I mean, you're not sure. Hey, look who's here, Erica Taylor with us. Nice to have Erica here, and we will have NHL. It's going to come last, Erica. So I hope you'll stick with us, or come back when we're ready for you. But we'd love to have you stick around here. But yesterday. So okay, so yeah, Mindy, on the under here with the Rams and the Seahawks, kind of relying on the 12s, relying on what Baker's poor play. I would think at this point, not really getting it done after that great performance. Bad Bolt says he thinks it's a final audition, possibly for Baker here, and Mad Bull maybe into some props action. Scotch is going to be on Seattle here in this one. If Scotch is on Seattle, I'll be on Seattle. They have the motivation. They're playing a team that is not playing very well, no doubt about it. The Rams are fading to the bottom. Blake says he wants Baker with the Titans next
There
year.
you go.
You're right. Like I said, I thought that the Rams would probably be one of the few spots that he could actually fit in. But Matt talks about McVay wanting to possibly leave and maybe get a different situation. I don't know, man. I mean, still thinks, still a good place to be. Maybe the team not so hot right now. So I'm going to take Seattle in this one, Mindy. Like I said, they have the motivation. Wow, Minnie Ross is here too.
Hey,
Man,
some new folks. Way
Three
not
or-
to be shy today. That's good. It's
3
good.
or 4 new commenters with us, but we're glad to have you. And by the way, Mindy, I think I've flubbed and I've totally messed it up here already. A first game out of the box, right?
What'd you do?
The spread for the game, right? Oh, it is 6. Okay,
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought maybe it was. I thought maybe it was 6.5, but no, it
Oh,
is
okay.
6. So yeah, kind of tough to lay a big number like this necessarily, but I'm gonna go ahead and take Seattle with that motivation today. They need it, no doubt about it, and we'll see how it goes for the Seahawks. They're gonna need help, but okay, just a couple of picks there to get rolling here on the show.
I
All
hope
right.
I hope we get 65. We're at what, like 42-ish? So
Wow.
maybe so.
Okay.
Maybe
I don't know. I was thinking maybe it wouldn't be, today, but Mad Bull's ready for a lock. I don't know if we have one here, Mindy. Can you lay 16 points? We saw the news. Jalen Hurts going to definitely play. Meanwhile, Danny Dimes probably not going to play. It looks like the Giants are willing to rest everybody here for this game. That's why you see the spread of 16.
Oh man, I don't know. It's one of those like I tend to worry that the Eagles, may play Hurts a while, but I don't think he's probably gonna, play the whole game here. I know they need to win to wrap this one up, but I don't know if the Giants are really gonna give them, too much competition, right? But again, that leaves it open for a little backdoor cover here. I'll take the Giants today. You know what I mean? I just think once they get the lead, they're going to take their foot off the gas, and I think it's going to come down a little bit closer. Probably 2 scores. I mean, it might be, 13, 14 points, but I'm not sure if we're going to get to like a 17, something like that to, put the Eagles over the top in this one.
Okay, Mindy. So you're say it again.
I'm going to take the Giants plus 16.
Okay, very well. I was looking and want to welcome Nucci here. He's waiting for NBA. Tony's NBA. He's probably Tony waiting for us to get off the air here, so we'll try to go quick. His NFL certainly is up. So Mindy on the Giants here, and for me, I'm going to prefer the under in this one. Maybe the Eagles will rely on the defense. The Giants are, we have a massive under team. We know that mostly at home, but for me, I'm going to end up going under with the Giants and Philadelphia. It's at 43-ish here. So, it's down to 42 I see there. So I will go under, though, in this one. Maybe Philly can name the score. They do have the motivation, obviously, here still, and that's why they'll have, Hurts back and in the lineup. So, yeah, Joe said it. I mean, we'll see what happens here. Right. The thing is, by the time the second half rolls around, the Eagles could have their situation kind of sealed up already. I mean, they clinch obviously if they beat or tie the Giants, but they still can fall to 5th if they were to lose, and then somehow the Cowboys lose to the Commanders. Now, that's the other thing. So you can see like maybe the Eagles' first half is a better bet because they come out strong, keep an eye on the scoreboard. They see Dallas is winning, and they're like, okay. But Dallas is only, I say only a 7-point favorite. That's a big spread in the NFL. But if they're up by 2 touchdowns, say the Eagles, could they really have the gas pedal down at the end? So kind of a tough one here. I'll take the under, though, Giants and Philly. Cardinals and 49ers here, another big spread in this one, Mindy, with the 49ers and the great Brock Purdy. 2-touchdown favorite against Blau and Arizona. We know the Niners situation. They can guarantee themselves the second seed. They could still find a way to that top seed, but they could drop to third. So 14-point favorite. They have motivation.
Yeah. I think they have a motivation to put up a big score today. I'm going to go ahead and go over here. It's 4-1, the 49ers last 5. I think they're getting back Debo, correct? And then, the game should be, I think, pretty one-sided here. The Cardinals, they may be able to, put up 10, something like that. But yeah, I think this one's going to go over all 49ers here.
Well, we'll be excited to see, what happens with McCaffrey. Also, he was on the injured list, but he, is probable for the game. Debo probable. So, good situation going for the 49ers coming in healthy here. And I agree with you. I think the Niners continue to roll right now. If anything, want to see their offense continue to look good, right? I mean, that was always been kind of the question mark a little bit, right? Here comes Joe Jiggy, though. He's going to take those big points. Mad Bull, he found
it, right?
Mad Bull found his lock.
There you go.
So if anything, right, for the 49ers, now keep working on that offense. Don't want to lose Debo, though, but man, they've really had different guys step up. That just a great roster they put together. It's going to be tough it's going to be good NFC playoffs, no doubt about it. Let's take the over, Mindy, in this one and give us our afternoon premium play. Hey, you can check out our show with yesterday. We previewed the early games and we did have 3 consensus plays, but if you don't have time to watch the show, please head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. You can pick up those plays. We'll have a package together of those plays on the site. We'll see what we come up with here today. Maybe we'll box them all together. I'm not sure what Mindy has in store for us, but we already are on those plays. You can go look at the videos or just, purchase them from us. We appreciate you if you do that, but
there's already a 3-pack in there, Ramon.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
there it is. Pick it up.
I fear I need to get that done when I'm doing it. No need to procrastinate.
Okay, I appreciate all of your work in doing that.
And that's what I said. You take most of the time, getting all the slides and such, prepared for this show. So it's a lot of work. Thanks, Ramon.
Yep, and we appreciate everyone who does actually purchase those if they miss the show and everything. That's important to us. Okay, kind of interesting here, Mindy, because sad sack Denver's favored over playoff-bound San Diego. I don't say it by accident. I still say San Diego.
On purpose, with authority.
Right. So the Chargers here, though, look, they know that their situation could change because of the Ravens and the Bengals game. So they could actually have their position locked up by the start of the game. So because the fact that the Bengals are such considerable favorites and probably expected to beat Baltimore, they are an underdog here because I think the anticipation is this game will probably go off the board before the start of the early games because of that. So you might, I don't know, I don't want to say might want to get it now, but I don't know if Denver necessarily go up because the anticipation is Denver will be favored in the game because the Bengals will beat the Ravens.
Well, I'm still going to anticipate, no matter who is playing for quarterback for this Chargers team, that they're going to go after it here today. I think the Broncos have a little bit to prove always. So I'm going to go over in this one. The over is 6-2 in the last 8. And again, like, if it's Daniels or whoever they want to put in there, I mean, I still think they have a good enough, second team, offense here to put up some points. That's kind of how I'm, looking at this. And for whatever reason, this Broncos team is decided to be really complacent on defense. Chargers are putting up 30 a game here. Broncos giving up 40. I don't know. I think it's going to go over.
I'll agree with you, Benny. We got a second premium play. I don't know. I don't want to say let's give Russell Wilson credit. Let's just say like it is. He's played a little bit better of late.
Yeah.
And does seem to, kind of be a garbage time QB. Not that, it's all garbage time at this point for the Broncos. So, the Chargers, they might be locked in to their position by the time they take the field here and could allow Denver to have a victory. The Chargers could end up resting players here. Curtis is going to be against us, so here in this one, Denver's still got that great defense, no doubt about it. So TJ Harvey joining us. Not sure we've met TJ, so man, we're getting close here. Thank you, TJ, for your comments and joining us as well. So. All right, Mindy, we got another premium there going over in Chargers, Denver. Yeah, to me, it just seems like Herbert, maybe he will sit out some, but, maybe he will take the field a little bit. And it seems like he could just sometimes throw touchdowns for fun right now. So, all right. And here's an important one, obviously, with the Cowboys and the Commanders here for the Cowboys. They can still win, but they've got to have the Eagles lose to the Giants. It's going to be tough, obviously, looking at that 2-touchdown spread. So, but taking the field anyway, they'll be all starting 0-0 when the game starts. So maybe another first half here, but Cowboys a touchdown favorite.
Yeah, TJ, we covered that Bucks game yesterday. So if you want to go back and, rewatch, you can. We kind of, said, yeah, we think, the Bucks starters will play here, in this one. But again, it's something you want to check out here before game time goes. But the Cowboys, they're ranked second in points scored here at, 28. Commanders 25th. Score only 18 points a game here usually. Cowboys 7-1 against spread the last 8. Following an ATS loss there as well. Cowboys 10-3-1 against a team with a losing record. Also, I want to take the Cowboys. I think they cover this one.
All right, Mindy takes Dallas here. Yeah, Sam Howell, how will it fare? What are the Commanders even doing? Right, numbers gangs here. Nice to see him. Mad Bull says, can we trust him here? I don't know. UNC's done pretty well. So Riverboat Ron, he probably thinks they still have a chance to make the playoffs this week.
Right.
He's probably like, we got to play hard. We're going to make the playoffs. Ron. So, okay. No, I get it, Mindy. Yeah, Dallas could come out firing and then look at the scoreboard and see that the Eagles are up by 2 touchdowns and then what's going to happen in the second half. So that kind of worries me here. So, can Sam Howell do anything? Dallas has still got Scott says Wentz is starting. I don't have that as the case. I have Sam Howell as a starting quarterback. I think that's been announced. So I don't know if that's a step up or down, but yeah. Mad Bull, maybe they found a way
down, but who
get in. So yeah, I've got Sam Howell in there today, starting for, and that's the problem, right? So you got Dallas with motivation, with that great D. You see the total dropping. That's the way I'm going to go. I'm not getting the best of it here, but I'm going to go under in Dallas and Washington. Dallas may just end up backing off if the Eagles have that big lead. And what happens is you just start running the ball. You start running the ball a little bit and just get out of there. Get out of there. So, okay, let's move on now to the night game where, no matter what for the Lions, even if they're eliminated, they've had a great season considering, and an up and down season, no doubt. It'd be more fun if both teams were playing for the playoffs, but we'll see. Seattle's no lock. I mean, obviously, Seattle was at 1 point a 3-point favorite in that game, and then up to 6. So they should win, but still, you have the Packers. They're below those two teams, but they do control their fate, Mindy. And if Detroit, look, I know some people have said, hey, you know what, Detroit, even if they're eliminated, they've had a great season. They're still going to play hard. Kind of tough, right, when you're sitting there all day waiting for your night game and then the bubble bursts just an hour before you're about to take the field.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be a fun game. I think it's, tough. For me, it's a little bit of a tough one to handicap, right? Because I always kind of have, the back in my mind, what happened in Detroit, right? I mean, Aaron Rodgers played terrible, but, the Lions still got the win. The Lions think that they can win in this one, but God, it's so hard to win at Lambeau. That's kind of how I see this one. So I mean, I think this one has a real big chance of it being a blowout, but I'm not so sure that's going to be the case today. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go with the Lions. I think this is probably going to be a 3-point game, but again, I know that there's like this little bit of probability here where the Packers could come out and absolutely destroy them. I've seen it, I've seen it happen before, but I like the Lions. They are 5-1 against the spread versus the Packers off a win in their last 6 here as well. They're still ranked 5th in scoring. I got to, give them some credit for that. Packers are ranked 14th. It's just that we're having a little bit of shift in the season. The Lions were scoring more of those points right in the middle. Now the Packers, I think, are getting their groove here. I like the Lions by the points. I think the Packers will win this game and probably get in the playoffs, even though I'm rooting for Seattle.
Yeah, we've had, Aaron even talking some crap a little bit about, hey, look at us now, right? Everybody wanted to bury us, and now we're hot. So with Scotch here, that's where I'm going to go with the over in this one, right? Look, it's the highest number probably on the board for a reason on Sunday. So I think it probably goes over. Mad Bull says Rodgers not ready for this one against the Lions. Maybe the Lions, if they're eliminated, can have motivation to spoil because Campbell's a pretty good motivator. Even if they are eliminated, he'll have his work cut out for him. Like I said, you don't want the air to go out of your tires right before the game start. But probably an over for me, Mindy.
Okay.
Look, Packers, good finish to the season, definitely playing well. They didn't cover a lot of numbers this year, no doubt about it. Winning was tough enough. So the fact they're laying, 4.5 or 5 points here. So, okay, that's a look at the NFL.
Should be plays.
Fun. Yeah, should be fun. Yeah, see how you package those up. Good luck. Maybe you could have a 3 and a, or
we'll see what happens. Maybe we
yeah.
get some late night games here.
No, we will. Let's go to the NBA. Let's keep this rolling quickly so we get Tony on the air, get those basketball plays in here. But we're going to talk about the NBA right now, so hopefully that'll do in the meantime.
Yeah, in order for the Lions to get in the playoffs, they need both the Packers and the Seahawks to lose.
Yeah, that's right. They have to beat the Packers, and they need so that's why, if anything, we're giving out the play here on the show because that's what we do. But quite frankly, you're going to bet that late game, probably going to bet it. Probably should wait to the window in between. Or you could speculate. You might be able to get the best line of it. Maybe if that's another one where the line will be off the board probably before 125. So if you think you like the Packers and you think the Lions are going to lose, you might want to bet the Packers before 1:25 p.m. because they'll take that game off the board, and then when it comes back on the board after the games are settled, the late games are settled, the Packers could be a bigger favorite, and you're going to end up laying more points because the thought process will be the Lions are eliminated. They have nothing to play for. Packers will end up being a 6-point favorite or so. So just a heads up, I would think. That's the way I feel about it. Okay, let's get into NBA here with the 76ers and the Pistons. And, the Pistons, not great, but 76ers can have some woes on the road now and then.
Yeah, I mean, 76ers putting up 113 a game, Pistons 112. They made more, they kind of more out rebound him. They make more shots from three. I think I'm going to take the Pistons here at home. They are 10-3-1 against the spread the last 14, following that ATS loss here as well. Kind of bet off the Pistons here. I think this is a good spot for him here, +6.
Yeah, I agree. There's your first play. It's a noontime start on the West Coast, 3 o'clock Eastern, and hey, why not go where we've kind of made some money this season? I mean, yeah, Pistons. I don't know. They've kind of been giving it back of late, but uh, Philly doesn't always cover on the road. We're getting 6 points. I think on a Sunday afternoon, I want to be. I'm going to be with you. I'm going to take the Pistons here. Hey, Angel Reyes, nice to see you here today. Still thinking about that Ranger game from yesterday against those Devils. Mindy gave us the Devils, and I gave the over. We gave out a couple winners in that game. So, anyways,
It happens.
let's go on the Pistons here in this one. So, all right. Trailblazers and Raptors here in this one, and the Raptors are favored here. I probably should be checking these lines here in case there's been any movement, by the way. I'll just maybe I can verbally touch on that last one that was 6 and 230, and it was still 6 and 230. So, okay, in this one, Mindy, the Raptors and the Blazers, there has been steam on the over here right now. We're seeing the total up to 226.5.
Well, I'm going with Angel Reyes here in this one. Both teams here coming in, losing their last two. Trailblazers now 102, per game. Raptors here 104. Trailblazers 3-1 against the spread versus the Raptors here over the last three. Also 4-0 against the spread here the last four in Toronto. My pick is going to be Trailblazers.
All right, Mindy, going with the Trailblazers on the road here against the Raptors, the inconsistent Raptors trying to find their way. But I don't know, Portland on this road trip. I'm going to end up here. I'm going to kind of. I think I'm going to roll with the. I think I'm rolling with the steam. Let me bring up my
Steam
NBA.
play. Ramon Scott steam play.
Yeah, no, it is for me. I'm going to go over. I'm going to chase this steam a little bit here at this increased line. Mad Bull has an opinion on the game, but Mindy's going to be on the Blazers, and I'm going to be on the over here with Portland and Toronto. I didn't know Numbers Gang was Blazers were his team. I didn't know that, so that's interesting to know. Certainly, right now, Portland does trend to the under here, but Raptors 13 and 10 to the over as a favorite. With some of these totals, I mean, 226, man, that's a low total these days.
Right.
So it looks like we're having some support for Raptors money line here, but Mindy's going to take the Blazers, and I'm going to be on the over in this one. Joe G says Portland's been killing him. And yeah, I mean, right now they've covered like 3 out of their last 10 games, not looking too sharp. So Reyes likes the matchup for Porter against the Raptors. Let's continue on here. Got to get this show going. Charlotte and Indiana here. The Pacers are favored now by 5.5, and the total got steamed under from 241.5, and now even though it is up here to 239.5 off that number on the screen, the widely reported steam did come in this one, Mindy, on the under.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take the Hornets. They are 6-1 versus spread here over the last three. Hornets are, coming off a big 138-109 win over that Bucks team here as well. So I'm going to take the Hornets today.
I'm with you. I'm going to take the Hornets in this one against the Pacers, getting the points. Pacers, we know that they're a team that does play pretty darn good as an underdog, but I don't know if I want to trust them here as a favorite. Curtis is coming in on the over in this one, and I don't mind that, Curtis, even though this team came in on the under. So Angel says hates taking public favorites, but it looks like he's going to maybe be doing so here today. Butterscotch likes Indiana. We're going to be on an island here Mindy, I think, in this one. Yeah, no doubt about it. We've definitely had our share of wins, I would think, with Indiana. So, uh, Reese here. Good to see Reese today. He's going to be on Pacers first half. Scott says Charlotte fades every single time. I think I can agree with that.
Sure.
But yeah, Pacers have been a monster a moneymaker of late. Charlotte, though, does have a positive spread record on the road, 12-8-1 against the number. Mindy and I are going to be on Charlotte here.
Here we go. I'll give her a try, Ramon.
Yeah, we're going against them a little bit. And like I said, we've had our good.
I know, especially when Mad Bull's like, well, I changed my mind. That could be a lock. I'm like, oh, man. It makes me want to reconsider, perhaps. No, I like it.
Okay, and next up, we've got the Nets going up against the resurgent Heat here a little bit of late. Heat starting to play pretty well and get it together. I think we expected them to do so. And let's take a look at this one right now with the Heat. It's a 3.5 point underdog. The total is 222.
Yeah, I mean, the Heat here coming off that 104-96 win over the Suns there. Heat 5-2 in their last 7 overall. I don't know. I kind of like the Heat here in this spot too. I feel like I'm, perhaps starting off with too many underdogs today, but I'll take the Heat +4 at home.
Oh, we're going to be on the 3 plays so far.
All right.
In the NBA. I'm going to take the Heat with you in this one. So Curtis does like the over, but Reese likes the under. And I think my feeling would be more a little bit with Reese here in this one. So Angel said every time he bets the Nets, he gets scared. So, I think that it's going to be the Heat at home. I think they're just playing a improved ball right now. And Brooklyn, this might be a nice anticipated matchup a little bit, especially with the Nets playing pretty well of late as well. So
I don't mind the underplay either.
Yeah, well, you think about Miami at home right now, having gone under in 7 of their last 10 games at home, and the Nets have been pretty consistently healthy, pretty consistently under all season. I saw Scotch's comment talking about Nets being healthy. Durant will be in there. He was just out for rest. Morris is back off his illness. So, okay.
Francesca bringing the heat.
Oh my gosh, Francesca's here. That's another. Is Francesca joined us before?
I don't think so. So that's
more. Welcome to Francesca Hernandez.
Make sure you comment more.
To our record here. Oh boy. So okay, good comments everybody on those. So all right, we're on 3 so far, Mindy. Let's see how far we can go. Let's take a look at the Jazz taking on the Hornets. The Grizzlies. The Grizzlies here, 7.5. This one definitely took some hot steam from 233 now all the way up to 236.
Oh, goodness. And I was looking at the under here today in this one. So I'm kind of opposite the steam here. Grizzlies have allowed 108 or fewer in 4 out of its last 5 games here. Under's also 7-3 in the Grizzlies' last 10. Under 6-1 the Jazz last Sunday games. Today's Sunday. I actually like the under. So, hey, give me another basket.
All right, Mindy, let's do it. I think this one could go higher, but we have to take it right now, and I like it to go under. And Blake says go under. Mad Bull's making bologna and cheese sandwiches. Angel said Grizzlies first half is his play. So, but I want to be with you here and take this under. I already liked it. My numbers came out, definitely lower than this. But I thought the line would come higher, so I was actually disappointed in the beginning that it was as low as it was. And to see it go up, I'm not going to worry about, even though I'm the great steam chaser. But take a look at Scotch's comment here, talking about the back-to-back situation. I'm on the under here with you. I kind of like the Grizzlies in this game, so let's go under in this one with Utah and Memphis. Memphis has been pretty strong to the under of late. No doubt Utah's been going over, but I think at home Memphis can play a little bit better. We know already that they're pretty solid at home, 15-3 straight up. So, all right, Mindy, we've got plays, a lot of plays. Oh no, oh good. We're hot this week, so
Right.
gotta
Right.
feel good when we got all these plays. Dallas and Oklahoma City. In this one, Oklahoma City has taken massive steam in this one. This one was Dallas. It might have been a pick 'em. They might have even been -1 at one point. But right now, Oklahoma City is a 3.5 point favorite, and the total's 227.5. A pretty stiff move here in this one. Like I said, Dallas opened a 1 point favorite, and I would have to think, we know Luka's questionable. When I see a move like that, hey, if you like Oklahoma City, you might want to consider it right now because I would think it looks like rest day for Luka.
Yeah, I mean the Mavericks here, 6-12 on the road. We know they're not so great. And then OKC 13-8 at home. They split the season here so far. The Thunder beat Dallas 117-111 in October. Then the Mavs won last time out 121-14 on December 12th. Mavs, they win. They just don't cover anything. And like you said, Doncic has a sore ankle here. Mavs just can't cover a spread. 0-5 head to head. Give me OKC.
More consensus for Mindy and I. Oklahoma City should end up. Look, they've been our moneymaker. We like them better as an underdog, but in this situation with Luka, it just seems obvious that he's going to take this one off. I would think at this point, if you see that line, and again, get it now. You know what? He says, "Hey, without him, right? I was willing to take him and pick him with Luka in there as well." So let's do another one, Mindy. Why not? 5 of the 6 games we're on today. Who cares about the NFL? Yep, no doubt about it. Dallas can't cover anything right, this season pretty much. So especially on the road. So, all right, we're on another one, Mindy. Oh my goodness, this is going to be great. And who knows? Those NFL games could end up being turds in the afternoon.
Snorefest, maybe. You never know.
We'll switch over to the NBA. Timberwolves and Rockets here. The Timberwolves on the road, -2. This total is up to 230 in this one. And I want to say, let's see here. I just want to look real quick. Not necessarily on any steam, just a riser here. 230 flat, 230.
Yeah, the Wolves here, they've really been up and down, right? They're currently on the 3-game win streak when they had just been on like a 3-game losing streak here. Rockets have dropped 11 of 12, 8 consecutive at home. Timberwolves 4-1 against the spread the last 5. I'm going to take the Wolves here.
Oh my goodness.
Rudy. Okay, go ahead.
No, I like them too. I like the Wolves in this one on the road, laying the points. Why not? Right now, I'm looking for a spot. Reese is on the over. Scotch is on the over. I'm on the Wolves with Mindy Hahn, the Midwest Premier Sports Handicapper. We're going to be on practically every game here today. We're supposed to be focused on the NFL last week of the season, but half the teams have nothing to play for. Let's roll in the NBA and take the Timberwolves on the road and lay 2 points against the Rockets. Scotch likes them. Jiggy says can't trust them. I get that. Mad Bull, I don't think, wants any part of the game,
No.
it looks like. Mark Jones is here.
Prop.
Good to see that. He's playing a prop, but another visitor. I think Mark's checked in with us on the chat once or twice, but good to see him here as well today. So, yeah, I mean, look, Minnesota's not great against the spread, but Houston's probably worse against the spread, right? So,
kind of seems like it's been as of late 11 or 12. Yikes.
Well, and not only that, Houston's not even, they were able to win a few games here and there, but right now they're not winning anything at all, right? I mean, yeah, Butterscotch says it. It's already checked out possibly. So I don't know. Some people looking maybe to get involved. Mad Bull said he's looking for a spot to get on the Rockets. Hey, I don't mind. We've played the Rockets plenty.
Sure.
Maybe
Plus
against some of
13.
our own, right? The just a slight losing proposition against the spread. So, all right, Mindy, another one. We're on
Okay.
Minnesota here.
I'm ready. Big day.
Cavaliers and the Suns. The Cavs a favorite here, -4.5 total. This one is dropping big time. It's all the way down to 213. This one opened as high as 217.5. And we saw that last game the Suns played. Total drop massive, and it went way under.
Way under. Yeah, way under. I mean, because that was one that, you get down to 214, 215. You're like, this one's got to get over, doesn't it? Geez. But the Suns here, 4-6 at home, last 10 against the spread. Cleveland, 3-6-1 against the spread, last 10 here. Suns 11-9 at home. Cleveland 5-11 on the road. Not showing so much there. Suns need to stop their 5-game skid here. I know Chris Paul, I think he went out yesterday, right? I mean, Suns are decent on some days rest. I think, Cavs here, only 2-5 in the last 7 in Phoenix. I'm going to take the Suns today.
All right, Mindy will be on the Suns. She's worried about Chris Paul, that hip injury. He did leave the last game. He's questionable today. We know we got no Booker, Garland. Oh, okay.
Yeah, see,
Says
perfect.
Take the dog. Says take the dog, but I'm not with you on this one, Mindy. I wanted a premium play on the under, but man, at 213, probably still good. It feels like it's still good considering what happened in that last game. I mean, the Suns right now, you got, the Suns just played a game against, these similar teams, a few teams that are like the low scoring teams, the under teams, they are going under. Scott says go under. So I'm going to go under in this one with the Cavs and Phoenix. Probably a little bit of a freemium, maybe because the value's out the window. Then it might, maybe it's not, but I'll go under in this one. We can't agree on every game.
What?
Or can we?
Well, we could. It just probably won't ever
Mad
happen.
Bull is in love with bologna and cheese today, so
I like fried bologna and cheese is how I prefer mine. Just saying.
Okay. I don't
It's my
want to
grandma's fault. That's what she used to make
selection
for lunch.
because I'm a bologna sandwich person, but All right, let's continue on here. Final game, NBA. Got to keep this show going. Tony's waiting for us to get on the air. Hawks and Clippers here. Clippers -3.5 total. Has risen sharply on some steam. 234.
Taking the Clippers. They're 5-5 against the spread in the last 10. Look at them go. Hawks, on the other hand, 4-6 against the spread in the last 10. Clippers trying to get healthy. They're trying to get it all squared away. I think they got to get off of that 5-game losing streak, somehow. Hawks have now lost 5 of 6 as well. Just having too much trouble on defense, on transition, just not playing well where they need to are that Hawks team. So I'm going to take the Clippers.
Okay. Paul George questionable. No injury information for Kawhi. So maybe I'm thinking he's going to be in there tonight. So for me, I'll go on the under in this game with the Hawks and the Clippers, especially at the increased price there. Let's just roll through the comments so we can get through this one. But Angel does say they do play a little bit better at home. No doubt about it. There's, goofy on the road, no doubt. Atlanta blowing games here. I think I agree with you, Mindy, necessarily, but also Clippers, if both stars are playing, definitely George listed as questionable. Reese agrees. Blake says fade the Hawks. All right. Let's Angel, Kawhi, let's see. Kawhi lets his team, he only shows up for the playoffs. Yeah, when he's out there, he's definitely doing the job right now. Every time he's out there, he's just not out there every time. So,
right. Just not out there every time.
But it looks like tonight he's not on the report yet. So I'm going to assume he's going to play tonight. All right, let's keep rolling, Mindy, and get into college ball. Let's head out to Big Ten country where you are our captain, and take a look at this one. We get rolling with Northwestern and Indiana. An Indiana favorite here. Not necessarily a huge number. Indiana's up to 6.5, 133.5.
Oh, well, let's go over the total today. 5-1, the Hoosiers last 6 overall. 5-1, the last 6 road games here as well. I'll take over 133.5 today.
All right. I'm with you in this one. We're already getting started here. We're previewing 7 games on the college card. Mindy and I are going to start it off with an agreement here with Northwestern and Indiana. Watch out for Northwestern. Indiana might, I don't want to say overlooking Northwestern at this point. I mean, Indiana is off to a decent start, but Northwestern, I don't think it's a fluke necessarily. Yeah, they had some weak opponents certainly, but they're also getting numbers. So I think that bodes well. Now, Indiana tends to go over at home. Northwestern's been a massive under team so far this season, but I think this number is gettable. Here's Joe Jiggy. He wants to come in on Northwestern. Let's go over, Mindy.
Yep.
I don't disagree with Joe here at all. But let's go over Northwestern and Indiana, 133.5. We got plays.
We're doing it. We're over 7 already. If you're taking over under 7s on us.
Yeah, we are. Okay. More Big Ten action here with Iowa and Rutgers. And Rutgers is down to a 5.5 point favorite. Total's down to 139.5.
Rutgers versus Iowa. Let's go under. It's 4-1 the last 5 road games here. And the under is 5-2 in the Scarlet Knights last 7 games following an ATS win. I'll go under.
All right, Mindy's going to take the under in this one with these 2 teams. And Mindy, the steam came in on the over, and to me, that only creates value on the under here with Iowa and Rutgers. That's the way I see it as well. We're going to be crazy in action
We're going
today.
to crush the books today, Ramon.
I mean, the instruction, well, like I said, if I'm going to agree with Mindy, I'm not necessarily going to take the other side. I'm ready to agree on these strong plays. So I think Reese is with us here. Joe is with us here. I'm not sure about Reese if he was talking about this game, but I feel, yeah.
I think it was this one, yes.
Okay, yeah. I don't want to put him on the spot, though. I'll just verbalize that one here. But for me, I originally, my handicap was kind of saying over, but man, when I saw that action come in on the under, that caught my attention there. And you have a team like Iowa that on the road, for whatever reason, these scores are very, very low. So Curtis does want the recaps there. So Mindy, at the end, maybe we can whip those together. We do want to press through this show, but let's go under here with Iowa and Rutgers. I agree, Mindy. Wow. And a couple more. Hey, hi, Latifa. Getting close to that.
Almost time for the NHL. Getting close.
Ohio State and Maryland. Ohio State's down to a 1-point favorite here. Total 140.5.
Yeah, look at all these Big Ten teamers here today. But I really like Ohio State here in this one today. They're 6-4 in the last 10. Against the spread on the road. Maryland's 4-6 against the spread at home. Buckeyes here 4-0 against the spread following that straight up loss. Maryland 1-4 in the last 5 overall. Favorite is 5-1 against the spread head to head in this one. And look at some of these games that Maryland's played. They've lost by 27. They've lost by, should I really say it, 35? And then they lost again by 14. Oh, geez. Give me Ohio State here in this one. I don't know what's going on, but
No, it definitely worries me that the market move is on Maryland, but I want Ohio State with you, Mindy. We've got a huge card together today. It's just going crazy. Butterscotch does say Ohio State for sure, but I agree, Reese. We know Maryland's 7-1. Ohio State hasn't played very many road games right now, but Ohio State, they're all about winning games as favorite. Now, granted, they're down to a 1-point favorite. Joe Jiggy wants Maryland here. So we're on Ohio State, Mindy. 3 for 3 in the colleges today. Let's take them.
In the Big Ten. Look at us go.
Oh, boy. Yep. We better get out of the Big Ten before we
all right.
play all of our games in basketball on NFL Sunday.
Oh, we might cover one more Big Ten. Just saying.
Yeah, Wichita State and South Florida here. Interesting matchup. I'm showing right now that South Florida up to a 2-point favorite. Totals dropped to 128.5.
Yeah, that's the way I'm going. USF. I mean, the favorite is 5-2-1 the last 8 meetings here between these two teams. They are 7-3 against the spread in the last 10 here. Wichita State, they're 3-6-1 against the spread in their last 10, but they are 5-1 in their last 6 overall. I think that's why this one, comes in so closely here by, Vegas. But the Bulls, they're also 6-1 their last 7 following a loss. So give me USF here in this one.
Yeah, they might really do a number defensively on Wichita State. And I agree with you, Mindy. I agree with you. I like South Florida. Look, the total's already 2. It's going to go higher, I would think. It's going to go to 2.5. It might go to 3. I think the move is going to be on South Florida. I'm going to kind of want to look real quick here to see if there's any 2.5 yet, and there is not. But this one opened around 1 or 1.5. It's now 2. I think it's going to be. We'll do a round robin, Blake. Don't put a 15-teamer in or whatever we got going so far. But round robin parlays, I never mind round robin parlays actually, or 2-teamers. I mean, have some fun. But let's take South Florida here. I think, Mindy, I agree. I think South Florida's the side. Watch out, Wichita. They might be in for. Huh?
Oh, he said, he's like Joe Jiggy said, I'll bet some stakes. I mean, what is that? Maryland, Ohio State? I'll take that bet.
Okay. We'll see there what I was saying about the I don't know. I'm still a little bit mixed because it is such I don't want to say a low total. I mean, it's a reasonable total, but plays on South Florida here for sure for me, Mindy. We're 4 for 4. Why not? Hey, let's look at Houston, likely the number 1 team, I think, come Monday here, Mindy. Houston on the road here, big favorite. 9.5. Cincinnati. Yeah, I got the wrong opponent there. Obviously, we're talking about Cincinnati here, but go ahead with this one, Mindy. Cincinnati covers spreads.
They do. Right. So I'm not going to touch that. So I'm going to take the over though. Over is 4-0-1. The Cougars last 5 overall. Over 6-2 in the Bearcats last 8 home games. I'm going to go over in this one. I know it's one of those weird things with this Houston defense, but I'm looking for some points here today.
Yeah. In fact, the total's down to 134.5. Maybe the public does say the same thing because we know that Houston really can do some crazy things with some of those games. But why not I said we can't agree on every game, but I don't know. I think we're heading that direction. I agree with you. I think this one is an over game. Obviously, like I said, Cincinnati gets numbers. I think they could play well here. 9.5 points does, I don't know, seems pretty high, actually. Cincinnati is not awful, but let's go ahead and go over in this one. Let's take another one. Look, we think of Houston as an under team, and yeah, they're 7-9 to the under this season, but they're 3-1 to the over on the road. And Cincinnati's been a pretty consistent over so far, 7-4 to the over at home, and 6-4 to the over last 10. Modest trends certainly, but let's go ahead and do it. Scott pointed out we went to 63. So
what? Awesome. Are you sure? How did I miss it?
I missed it too. We're already back down under, but let's go over in our game with Houston and Cincinnati. We're 5 for 5, Mindy. We're going to be crying in our steaks here or toasting a great day. So let's hope it's the latter because, like I said, the numbers have shown this has been a very strong week for Team Steam. So let's keep it rolling. Thanks, Butterscotch, for that update. All right. Washington and Arizona State. Pac-10's already getting a little weird, Mindy, with some upsets already that you don't expect. But Arizona State's, they're up to a 9-point favorite, though, and the total has risen sharply here. This one opened as low as, I believe, 135.5. but now we're showing it all the way up to 138 now in this one.
138, huh? So just a half point tick up. But yeah, I don't ever know what kind of Washington State team is going to arrive here. So I think I want to stay away from the side on this one. But the over is 11-5 in the Huskies' last 16 here. Following that against the spread win, the over is 4-1. In the Sun Devils' last 5 overall, Arizona State here, they shoot, 55% from the field. Why do I not want Arizona State to put up lots of shots, lots of scoring here? Give me this over in this Washington Arizona State game.
I kind of agree with Joe here on the side, but Mindy, we've made fun. Sometimes we're like, oh God, we had all these games, we agreed on just 2 games.
Right.
I like the over in this game, so we're 6 for 6 right now. For better for worse, I like the over in this game at 138. We're definitely getting the worst of the number here in this one, so that does concern me. Like I said, it opened as low. I said 135.5. There were even some openers as low as 134.5. So,
oh my gosh,
of all of our games, this one does worry me the most. But I like the over. My number really is about 140.5, but I favored the over going in at 140.5. So at 138, I can still get behind this. At 135, I was absolute premium.
Yeah, well, I based it, off of a 137 number, so I feel like at 138, I'm probably still okay here. So, yeah.
Yeah, and we're both on it, so why not have some fun? We're gonna have some fun today. No doubt. Okay, can we do it, Mindy? Can we go 7 for 7? You said one more Big Ten game,
Maybe.
6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, 5 Mindy, and in this one, Purdue, 5-point favorite, 135. You talk about which teams are going to show up. Which Purdue is it?
Well, it's that Purdue road team that is pretty bad on the road. They don't like to cover spreads there. 2-7-1 the last 10. Penn State 4-6 against the spread. So, not great, but they are 4-4 here at home. Penn State just lost to Michigan there by 10. But they're way better than, shooters than that. I mean, they ranked 25th in the nation in 3. Purdue 294th here. I have Purdue winning this one by like 2 to 4 points here. But I am taking Penn State today at the +5. I think they'll get enough to get it done.
Okay, Mindy. We're not going to agree on every game, but I'm not going against you necessarily. My lean was maybe Purdue, but I didn't want to lay a number like 5, and but I maybe too close to call for me to jump on +5. If you got between 2 and 3, and that's what you're going to play, maybe that's the case, and maybe you're saving the play that I'm going to give out. I don't know, but
I might be saving it. It
for a
might be.
premium, so I don't want to be wrong here, but I'm gonna be on the under in this game with Purdue and Penn State on the late game here. I've got to go under with these 2 teams right now in this matchup. You have Purdue, obviously a team that has been a strong under this season, especially as a favorite. 2-10 to the under as a favorite. They've only played 15 games. They've been favored 12 times. They've gone under 2-10 as a favorite. Penn State has trended over a bit, but of late they've been going a little bit more under. So I'm going under. There's been steam on the under, but this one hasn't really moved that sharply. So Mindy's on Penn State. I'm on the under. The other 6 games we're in agreement. Man, it's going to be a fun day.
Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad.
It's a kind of a big college card. Get ready, Latifa. Get ready, everybody.
Hopefully Erica is still here. Erica, are you here? She was ready for some NHL.
And we want to get off because I know Tony's waiting to come on with his NBA. And, it's mostly an afternoon card. There's no morning starts in the NBA. So, but we do want to give him plenty of time to get some shelf life on those. So let's get right started here with Vancouver and Winnipeg in this one, Mindy, and I'm showing Winnipeg a pretty stiff favorite here, $1.85 or more, and the total here is, I believe, 6.5 flat. Now leaning under 6.5, under 15.
Yeah, it's one of these. This one's a tough one again for me, because I have the Jets winning this one, but I have the Canucks on the puck line. They both, for me, kind of like are weighted the same. I had this come up last time with the Blues, and I picked the wrong way when I should have picked the Blues. I'm still going to stick with the favorite here at home at this one. I'm going to take the Jets here at -180. They are 12-4 versus the Canucks at home over the last 16. They've won 4 in a row now. They're scoring quite a few goals. Canucks here, 1-3 in their last 4 games, scoring 2.5 goals. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stick with the Jets here.
Okay. I don't necessarily. Here's Winnipeg for Latifa. Scotch is on the under. I kind of agree with Scotch. And I was, we have so many plays. I don't want to get too crazy. So let's do this. I kind of wanted to think about even the puck line here at +135. So I'll give out the under with butterscotch. How's that? I'll give out the under. I totally agree though with Latifa and with you. I kind of wanted to play the puck line actually in this one, but I don't want to give out 2 plays. So let me just give my full endorsement there of your play. We're pretty heavy in action. I don't want to bury anybody if we have an off day, but doesn't look like we will the way we're going. So, but I'll give out the under here. How's that at 6.5 in this one with Winnipeg and Vancouver? For me, though, I think that it's going to be on Winnipeg to Reese says first to 3 wins, but to me, I'm not sure that's ever going to be Vancouver right now in this game. So Winnipeg, obviously, a solid under. Maybe the best in the league, if I'm not mistaken. 12-25 and 2 to the under, 5-14 and 2 to the under at home. So Mindy's on Winnipeg. I'm on the under. And that's the other thing, Mindy, is I don't want to put out $1.85 on our
I get it.
On our account too, on our
Like I said, I get it.
But I'm willing. I was probably willing to do the puck line, which would be not a consensus play. So I'll give out.
Because I have the Canucks on the puck line, so I do think it's going to be a one goal difference.
That's a 1-goal game. Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's take a look at the next one here with the Panthers and the Stars, and I'm showing the Stars $1.25, 6.5 over 15.
Well, this one I like the under. I did like the under in the last one too, just saying. But the Stars have lost 2 straight now. Only scored 2 goals in those 2 games here. I'm rooting for the Stars to get back on track. I kind of, got to where I was liking when they scored goals here. But the Panthers have won 2 straight now, only allowing 2 goals there as well. Under 4-1. Panthers last 5, under 4-1. Stars last 5. Let's go under.
Scotch is against us here, Mindy. I'm on the under with you in this one. He likes goals for days here. Latifa, not sure about this game. Hey, Greggy Villarama, welcome to Team Steam, and thank you for joining us and helping us get to these great numbers here. So, yeah, Latifa says it could be under today. I hope it is, because that's what we're doing, Mindy. We got to go under in this one. If anything, who was it? Reese was on the Panthers here. And look, Stars have been a nice team this year, but Florida, maybe they're starting to get together a little bit. Stars have been the much hotter team, no doubt about it. Panthers kind of mixed results of late. Latifa does like Dallas here. I was leaning Florida. The Sharps are, to me, I always say, like on my on my Twitter profile, I know who the Sharps are on, and it's really just speculation. I can't go around saying, hey, but to me, I think the Sharps are going to be on the Panthers here, and that's kind of the way I was leaning, maybe fading Dallas a little bit. But I like the under here in this one, Mindy, with these 2 teams right now. Dallas 3-7 to the under in the last 10. Florida 2-5 to the under as an underdog. So Reese says he wants to fade the Stars after that ugly game against the Ducks. Losing it 2-0, by the way. Let's go under Florida and Dallas today. We got more picks, more premiums. Wow. Blue Jackets and Caps here. The Caps up to Oh, they're up to a 335 or so. And this total is dropping a little bit. I'm going to call it 6 flat.
All right, give me 6 flat because I'm going to go
I'm
over.
sorry, Mindy. I'm 6.5 flat, but I
Oh,
mean,
6.5 flat.
yeah,
Darn it. I was like,
no,
maybe I'll change that to a
drop just a
premium.
little
One
bit.
moment.
No, that, yeah, I mean, we'd get off the air right and go, anyways, 6.5. Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right. But yeah, I'm going to take the over here. Caps ranked 13th in goals against. Blue Jackets are ranked, 29th in goals per game here. Capitals have scored 5 goals a game on their last 4, over 6-2. Blue Jackets last 8. Over 5-0 in the Capitals last 5 here. Also on 1 day's rest, I'll take the over.
Okay, yeah, and I think that's where the Sharps are headed a little bit, Mindy, with the over, but I'm not necessarily.
Not so sure.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily sold on it here with you in this one. So mostly because you look at Washington and they've been kind of an under team this year, and Columbus does have some scoring woes on the road. Steam has definitely come in here on Washington in this one, and that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to lay the puck and have it minus $1.40. That'll be my free play. Take Washington here in this one. They're just 8-10 again on the puck line. That's not horrible. So it's not exactly the best price to lay. But right now, I don't want to trust Columbus in this spot. So, all right. Let's see here. I did see a pretty big Mad Bull. Yep. Okay. Yep. Just get the comment. I'm not going to read through it, but you can see it there. Okay.
All right.
Flames. And speaking of, the Flames are playing the Blackhawks. Well, Flames are now they're down to 295. Dare I say, is Chicago actually taking money? That's a scary thought. A total 6 under 15.
Well, I kind of like the Blackhawks in this puck line position here today. They're off a win versus the Coyotes, right? They are a little bit better on power play as well. I mean, got to give them something.
Let Mindy stream. I don't think she's left us. Mindy stream to catch up here.
Dang it.
You're good.
Dang it. Am I back now?
Yep.
Yeah, Blackhawks there 9-13 on the puck line. Flames 10-9. I'm gonna take the Blackhawks here plus 1.5 goals.
Okay, you crazy lady, you taking those Blackhawks. But Reese is with you. So
all right, there we go.
You know who I'm going to be with?
The Midwest Premier Sports Handicapper.
I'm going to be with Latifa in this one. I like the over here. Why not? Chicago will probably give it up all themselves, I would think.
What happened? What happened?
What? Are you back with me?
Yeah, I'm back now. So who are you going with?
Latifa. I'm going with Latifa, and I'm going with the over, especially with this number sitting at 6 today. So Mad Bull doesn't trust anybody here in this one. So, but I'm going to be on the over in this game with Latifa as my call. You got Chicago, they give it up at home. They're 13-9 to the over at home. Calgary going over of late. Just 3 of their last 10 games have gone under. So I'm going to look to go over in this one with Calgary and Chicago. Calgary probably does all the scoring. And you know what? If you're going to end up on the puck line, 4-3 sounds all right by me. So let's Mindy's on Chicago puck line. And it looks like Reese, I don't know if that's a money line play, but he likes the Blackhawks here. No doubt Calgary having I don't know. I don't think they're playing terrible, but we know Chicago's gross. But Mindy's on Chicago.
Gross.
Plus 1.5, and I'm on the over 6 with Latifa and I together on this one. All right, Pittsburgh and Arizona. Pittsburgh here on the road, minus 215 total, 6.5 under 15. May even go a little lower. I might go to under 20.
Well, I kind of like the over here. Over's 3-1 Penguins last 4, allowing 5 goals or more their previous game. Over's 5-1 Coyotes last 6 overall. I'm going to go for some goals today. Let's take the over.
All right, Mindy will be on the over in Pittsburgh and Chicago. I'm not going to be too crazy about that, but Latifa, she wants to go to the alternate universe in this one, and I wonder if I can, if the line's out there for
For
yet.
9 goals.
Well, I don't know if my book gives out over 9 goals, but I think it might give out something a little bit less. But while I'm calling that up, Madball's got some props in the game. Butterscotch sounds like he's going to be on Pittsburgh in this game. Let's see, where's his comment at? But Latifa's definitely on the over here. Oops, there's the 9 goals that she said. Oh, Reese is on the Penguins here as well. So see if we can get to the alternate universe here with Latifa.
Yeah, I'd be interested to find out if you what it looks like.
So over 7 goals, over 7.5 goals is plus 210. So if you can get to a book that has over 9 goals, you're probably going to be looking at plus 350, I would think. So that'd be awesome.
Right?
But good comments from everybody.
I know. I feel like I need a big, asterisk on this, and I should change it to a premium. Is what it sounds like to me.
Yeah. Oh, I better make a play.
Crazy.
I'm scared now. I liked the under, so probably just lay off. But
Right.
I like Arizona here plus the goal and a half. I think I'm getting a pretty decent price. What are we looking at here? A minus $1.35 for my great Arizona team that's taking care of us a little bit. I'm going to take Arizona plus 1.5 here against the Pens. We know Arizona, definitely had some sorry moments too, but still 20-15 against the puck line as a dog. So I like Arizona here plus 1.5.
Same.
Yeah, Madbull is worried about me, I think.
No, I think that's a good play.
No, he's saying trusting the Coyotes at all. Wow, I think that's more the tone.
Yeah, right.
So
that's what I said. I like that Coyotes pick.
Oh, you do, right? But yeah. I mean, Madbull's not give much stock into them,
right?
But again, like I said, if anything, to me, Arizona, they've started to lose again of late, but back when they were remember they were like 10-14. I was like, hey, you know what?
Forgot, yeah.
Considering that I thought they might be even worse. So, no, Penguins aren't. Maybe they're bad of late. They've won just 3 out of their last 10. So, okay, Blues and the Wild here in this one, Mindy. The Wild are $1.90. The total looks like it's 6.5 flat now. It was 6.5 under 15, but maybe going up just a little bit.
Oh goodness, I feel like I want to try to trust these, this Blues team, but God, I've been having trouble. Yesterday I thought was a real nice spot for them. Geez, I liked it when, I was telling my cousin, when we were at my brother's little birthday party, he's a big Blues fan. I was like, geez, I think they should beat them by 2 goals, and then they just get beaten. I think it was overtime, right? But both these teams 2-1 their last 3, with the Blues giving up 4 goals a game. Wild are giving up 3 over those, over that kind of same, time span here. Wild are 9-1 in the last 10 games. So it's kind of hard for me to feel like I can pick any sort of, side. I'm going to go over the total here again today. It just seems like, at least the Blues have been scoring goals, even though I kind of want to back them here today. But they're just a different team when they have Binnington in goal than not. I mean, it's just they're hard for me to figure out right now, this Blues team.
All right, Madbull says leads the Wild. Blues got embarrassed last night. I got a lot of my models saying 7 here. Latifa says Minnesota and over. Looks like some reverse line movement here. The thing went to 6.5. It does scare me. I kind of like the over as well. Looks like if there's enough over in the chat, let's do it. I'll go over with you. Mindy, I know we got a lot of plays. I don't want to play $1.95. I don't necessarily want to play. Most of my model, I got 5 models that I rely on, Madball, and I kind of try to throw out the high and the low, but.
I got 7 as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
mostly sevens. So just but probably because of the Blues, though. I mean, right, Mindy,
yeah,
and
over the last 3, 4 games, yeah.
yeah, and then some. I mean, not only that, but I mean, just in general, right, over the, this little streak. I mean, yeah, just under in just 2 of the last 10 games, 12-9 to the over on the road. Minnesota 8-2 to the over their last 10, 12-7 to the over at home. Minnesota 22-13 overall. So, all right, let's do it. Yeah, that's
All
where I
right.
have it. So. We got to play here on the over 6.5. I think it's a pretty decent price considering it's gone down a nickel. All right, we're almost through it. We got to get out of here. Let's Maple Leafs and Flyers with the Maple Leafs here, about 210 total. This one has dropped considerably. I've shown there 6 over 20 on the screen, but now we're looking 6 under 15. I don't know if that's a goalie situation or what, but this has been the biggest mover of all the totals, I'd say.
I missed what you said there about the change in the total.
It was 6 over 20, but it's moved considerably to the under just within the last 90 minutes to 2 hours.
Okay, well, I like the over there. Flyers beat the Coyotes in the last one, 6-2. Have scored at least 4 goals in their last 5 here. Maple Leafs defeated Red Wings 4-1 the last time out, scoring 4 goals a game. I'll take the over. It's 4-0 Maple Leafs last 4 following a win. 6-2 Flyers last 8 overall.
I agree. I think especially at the price change does worry me a little bit. Here's Blake. He likes the Flyers on the puck line. Latifa says this one's going to go so over
Okay.
in this one with Toronto and Philly here. So let's go ahead and do it. Mad Bull has not fared well in that series, he says, I believe. So I do want to go over in this one, 6.5. It might even go lower. I don't know, but let's go ahead and do it. Yeah. Let's get a total going in hockey. I think the Flyers might be live here tonight in this one. If anything, I'll give them some credit. Might be looking a little bit better of late. So good comments on that one. Let's get to the last game in this one. Man, Toronto goes over a lot too, so I like that. Okay, Bruins here and the Ducks. Final game here. Bruins 290, 6 over 15.
Well, this is one where I'm kind of, looking a little bit opposite. I'm going under. It's 6-2 in the Ducks last 8 overall, 3-1-1 the Bruins last 5 here. The Ducks have won the last 2 games, but have allowed 2 goals per game over those last couple there. So yeah, I'm gonna go under.
Let's see them win this one, right? Reese says Bruins. Scotch says puck line Bruins. I'm on the puck line with Scotch here. Only minus $1.15 for the Bruins. Okay, I get it. The Ducks are playing hot. They've won they're on one of their best streaks of the year. Probably right now. So, but still, I mean, come on, 25-5 to the puck line as a for the Bruins as a favorite. So, minus $1.15, please. I've got the Bruins here on the puck line. Mindy's on the under. I agree. Check out my videos on the website. You'll see what I'm talking about.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Same as one other game that we talked about earlier
Nice.
in basketball, where
Okay.
I already did a video on the site and we agreed on one of the games. But you have to find it
Hooray!
yourself. Okay,
All right.
Blake's on the Bruins, but we
Curtis is
want to lay $3 here.
Curtis
Are you gonna do
still
it
here? Curtis still here? I'm gonna do recaps.
You gonna do it verbal or you gonna type it in?
I'm gonna type it in.
Okay, well if you're gonna type it in,
So that way you can. I'll type when you're.
yeah. Well, I'll just go on over to
overview.
Tony'sPicks.com and talk about it. Latifa says this game will screw you over. Mad Bull says this is the upset of the year coming tonight. It would be, wouldn't it, if the Bruins were to lose to the Ducks tonight? I guess technically not. I think we had a bigger dog of 256 a 255 win this year, but we'll see.
Was that the Sabres?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
So head on over to our website, tonyspicks.com. There you'll find our premium picks, absolutely our best picks every day over at tonyspicks.com. Click on the All Cappers tab, find the handicapper of your choice, and get signed up. And why not hook Mindy and I up if you're not going to buy our Team Steam picks? Hook us up in the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Get one capper, and then we get the second capper at half price. Here's what you do. You click on the Morning Steam. There you'll see our premium picks there. Look at our numbers right now so far to start the year. It's been a week, and we're up already a dime with Team Steam, and that's not just us. So when you see these numbers right here, that's me, that's Mindy, and that's you guys, right? Kind of guiding us along. Yeah, we've had some disagreements, but what family doesn't, right? So,
Right.
but let's take a look so far since the start of the year. 10-5 in the NBA, 13-7 on the ice, 9-6 in NCAA basketball, and we won 2 of our 3 college plays so far. There's that consensus. NFL 3-pack, or you can go back and just watch the videos. You don't have to buy our picks, but if you ever miss the show and you don't want to do the legwork going back and watch those videos, you can subscribe to our picks. And I always thought, who's going to do that? They could just watch. But you know what, Mindy, I don't want to say it like this. I think no one wants to buy Ramon's picks, but quite often our Morning Steam picks get just as many sales as my packages, and we're giving these out for free. So I think it's probably because of you that people want these picks. But again, like I said, these are your guys' picks too. Mindy and I aren't going to share any of the money with you, but hopefully we're winning enough money to keep you guys satisfied and keep you coming back. And I think we set a record today on the show. I'm gonna call it 63, just because that was what was said in the chat. So I'm gonna go with that as our new record, if you will. So
yep, beating our old of what, 62 or something, I think.
Yep, and Scott says we killed it today on the number of plays. We don't know yet, right? How we're gonna fare, but well, let's see. We're getting a little stuck there on the video. There, it looks like. Oh, there we go. Click on the home page, get signed up, roll through the plays here. There's the NBA plays from Mindy. And thank you, MT. Thank you, Curtis. Here comes the college basketball. Mindy's got her work cut out for her with all these plays, but
right. We got 17 total.
It might be a chore, right, Mindy, if we were not so hot, but I think you're happy to do it here with our good streak coming in. Like I said, so far up basically a 927 for the last 7 days. So thanks to everyone joining us. Here comes the NHL plays. And did I flash the NFL, or did you do those?
NFL I did very first.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So you might have to.
Oh, there they are. Okay, thank you.
Go back.
Yep, just 2 plays in the NFL. So hopefully you guys saw all those, but at least they're on the. That's a great idea, Mindy, to put them on the screen because anybody can go back and just scroll right to it. We want you to watch us all the way, but we know how. So let's get out of here. Tony's coming up. Thanks to everybody for joining us on the Morning Steam. Appreciate everyone that's got that Ducks game up there. Get that off the screen. Thanks a lot, everybody, for the great comments, great contributions today.
You got your rapid fire picks up. You always say, "Oh, I want to change that."
That's right. Thank you.
Change it.
That's why you're the executive producer. 2 cams, bigger names, as Tony calls it. Put the right graphics up and get these off the screen, put us up there, and get us out of here, all right? For Mindy Hahn, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us. Let's have a big day.
Come back and see us tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.